So, I'm with the Wombat. I heard that's your nickname. How did that happen? When did it start?
That nickname originated from like 2016
Really?
in the not Olympics, the Worlds with Michael Hepburn and Luke Davison. So he always calls me the Wombat. Just came from basically when I was going full gas in the effort and on the TP bike, I was shaking around like this. He looked like a wombat on the bike. So it stuck actually from there. So they make some hectic noises.
So when you win, I'm expecting like a Wombat scream from now on.
Well, I had a scream last year in stage 1. That was probably a little not very PG friendly, but well, hopefully we can get up there again.
What's the rest of the season look like? Are you doing a Grand Tour this year?
It's not on the books now. We're still kind of planning like what that looks like. Negotiating. I would love to. I think we have to see how it works with with the GC ambitions of the team. We have really strong GC guys, and I think I love to put my hand up for one. And the good thing is, if you're flying really well and you're winning a lot of races, then you really put yourself in for a chance. So, that's the goal for me, just to be really, really consistent and successful the rest of the year, so I can do one of these big races.
Which races are planned right now?
So I think I go to UAE tour after this, and then after that, I think it'll pencil in for Paris-Nice. So some big races coming up still with big goals. Yeah, it'll be really nice. I'm really looking forward to getting those races.
And hey, if you win, Wombat scream.
Yeah, Wombat yell. That's what you're going to hear.
Thank you very much, sir.
Cheers, Benji. Appreciate it.
For example, Victor Harbour, is that a sprint that fits you more?
Yeah, it could be a sprint that fits me more, but Welsford's in pretty good form. He's looking fit, so I think first priority will be getting him over. He's got his men here, Danny and Ryan, so I'll try and stay in front and hope he comes back, but if he doesn't come back, I'll probably go for it myself.
And what does the lead-out train look like? What order are you in?
It's going to be Ryan, me, Danny, and then Sam.
Is that something you enjoy doing, the lead-out?
Yeah, I love it.
You're a bit of a fighter, eh?
Yeah, I am a fighter. I'll do anything to put my sprinter in front and in
sometimes
the best
a bit too much.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Which other races are on the menu this year?
I will go to Cadell's, do that racing, then I go back for Nationals, and then we'll kick into it in Europe, starting with Milan-San Remo. So then we'll go into all the Belgian classics and finish that first block with Paris-Roubaix.
Okay, any Grand Tour on the horizon?
We'll see. We'll see how the form is.
That's a secret, apparently.
Yeah.
Anyway.
There should be one.
I wish you the best this week.
Thanks, mate.
So, Daniel, Tour Down Under, first World Tour race. What are your thoughts on being here?
It's pretty amazing. I've been here already 2 weeks, so already I experienced also a bit of Australia. That's something that we don't normally do when we go racing. And I'm pretty happy. The racing here is a bit tough, but I feel like every day is going better, so we'll see for the next days also.
Have you seen any koalas or kangaroos yet?
Yeah, we see in the wild a couple of kangaroo and a couple of koalas, and also we went one day up the park, so we see them from up close, so it was nice.
Question for you, because I need to say your name so many times on a podcast. How do you pronounce your last name?
Scarle.
Scarle. That's difficult. That's
just the letters that you see, just pronounce them.
Yeah, Sprinty Daniel.
Yeah. Might be easier.
Yeah. So for the people that don't know, Italian sprinter, basically.
Yeah.
And you're young, you're new to the team. Do you immediately plug into the lead out of Bauhaus, or how does that work?
Well, the first days they used me a bit on the far front, not properly as a lead out man. But it's also easier for me, so I can learn a bit more, and because it's a very high level and also speed, it starts to be a bit hard to be still performing at the very last K. So for me, for now, it's been easier and better to just use me a bit more prior to the sprint, and to teach me a bit how to prepare and do the sprint, let's say.
Would you say you're more of a pure sprinter, or do you think you can get over a hill every now and then?
For now, I say a pure sprinter, but I hope that in the future I can improve a bit on the climbing.
And the rest of the season, what does it look like for you? Do you have specific races already planned in?
Then now I go after this, I go in France for Provence, and then I do a couple of races in Belgium for the classics, for the small ones, and then until June I do also Hungary and a couple of races also up in the Netherlands and Belgium, and then from then on we'll see a bit how's the shape going.
This year, Grand Tour on the menu?
Yeah, hopefully another Grand Tour. It's going to be very similar build-up to last year. I got Cadell's, UAE, Paris-Nice, which I think last year, 6th on GC in Paris-Nice was a good stepping stone to know that I'm on the right pathway, and then I carried that sort of momentum and luck into the Giro. So I think this year we'll try to do something really similar. Romandie in the middle there as well, and see how that unfolds.
Okay, now, in the last couple of years, you were also focusing on track cycling on the side. I know fuck all about that. Is there anything like that this year with the Olympics behind us?
Absolutely not. I haven't done track since the last Olympics.
Good news.
And don't plan to. We're all in for the road. And look, I'll try to give GC a crack this year and in the years to come. So don't plan to ever step on a track bike again.
Perfect. Thank you very much, sir.
Cheers, mate. Thank you. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, mate.
Have a good one. Enjoy.
What is different in the off-season, in the run-up to the Tour Down Under, compared to when you start in February?
Oh, for sure, you start a bit earlier. I ended my season pretty early in Croatia, so yeah anyways, I got a long off-season, but you always have in the back of your mind you start earlier than the rest, and always when you go to a race with a lot of climbers, you know, these GC riders, they're crazy. They'll already be starving in November, so you're just a bit more serious.
What does your calendar look like after Tour Down Under?
I go to UAE, pretty much straight after, and then I do Paris-Nice with Fabio, also UAE, so do some lead-outs with them. Then I got a couple Belgium races before.
Always a good idea.
Yeah, I like Belgium. That suits me.
What is your favorite animal you've seen so far in the Tour Down Under?
Must be koala. I came here to see a kangaroo. I've seen the kangaroo and a koala, and also emus. We rode past 3 emus. Yeah, it was pretty cool. So
I've seen nothing. I've seen an ant.
Yeah,
It's very sad.
Yeah.
But lastly, is there a Grand Tour on the horizon this year?
Yeah, the tour is on my program. So it's always strange with the tour. You have to keep in shape and do a good season. You can never really be pre-selected for the tour. You also have to earn it. The plan is to do a lead out with Fabio. So I want to win a stage with him. I also want to prove myself as a lead out rider. Last year didn't go so well for us. So we want to. I'm eager to make that work. And then on a bit harder stages, I also have ambitions for myself and just try to be up there in the tour is a good start.
Perfect. Nice to meet you, and good luck in the race.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks, mate. Is there already pressure from the team to perform and win races left and right, or do you put that pressure on yourself personally?
None at all. I think we just have confidence and we can use that to kind of help progress. But there's nothing from the team. I'm here for I'm here till 27, so I've got a lot of time to pick up on the things that I make mistakes on, and hopefully in that time we will work on it.
So, Zach Marriage, you do the Pro Velo Super League and the Santos Down Under at the same time. For the people that don't know, Pro Velo is basically a way to potentially get a World Tour contract in the future, but it's at a similar time. How is the combination?
Yeah, it's pretty intense. I didn't do all the rounds of the Pro Velo. It was 3 rounds. I did the first 2, so not the road race at the end. Thought I might give myself a bit of a break on the Monday. But yeah, just trying to get a few points on the board. It's an opportunity to make it to the World Tour, and so is this. So just kind of get every opportunity I can to get there.
So Australian national team, how does that work? You get invited, or you get like an email of like, hey, we choose you to ride the Tour Down Under, or how does that work?
Yeah, you put your expression of interest in, say, oh, okay, I'd love to do it.
Yeah.
And then they got a big panel of people that choose who's doing it. And then, you get an email saying, congrats, you've been selected. And you're like, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. You're still a young rider. How would you describe yourself? Because we've seen you on the breakaway on stage 1 of Tour Down Under. But what type of rider would you say you are?
Well, that's a good question. I feel like I'm a punchy kind of guy. I don't know. It's hard to tell. I didn't do all right in the time trials as well. But yeah, I'm trying to figure that out still, I guess.
Most important question, have you seen any cool animals in Australia?
Yeah, already from day 1. On day 1 I saw a kangaroo, and day 2 we saw the koala. And actually my sister was really a bit jealous, because she also went here 1 year ago, and she had to wait 2 weeks to see a koala. And she said,
I haven't seen one.
how is possible you see it on day 2? So she was actually jealous, but it's super nice atmosphere here. I like the vibe, also the animals. Yeah.
What's your schedule looking like for the rest of the year?
So now after Down Under we do also the Surf Coast Classic and Cat 11s. Afterwards I have a 3-week break, so then I go to training camp again in Kalpen, and then the focus will be on all the Belgian one-day races, from starting with Kuurne, Samein, then we go to Montserrat, KICKR, which are also nice chances to me. I think the one who suits me the best would be Nokere Koerse, for sure now with the new uphill sprint. I like to do 1-minute efforts, but the thing is we are also together there with Gerben Thijssen, so we still have to see a bit. The races I do with Gerben is always a bit or Gerben or me. But depends on the situation. So if it's full bunch sprint, probably Gerben. If it's decimated, it's for me.
Do you like doing Grand Tours? And if yes, do you have one that is most likely planned for the year or not yet?
Yes, I really like the Grand Tours. I did already 2 now, Giro and Vuelta. Finished them both. So yeah, I really like it. Also, when you have the chance to sprint, you can also immediately make a big name if you do good results.
True.
So yeah, I really like the Grand Tours, and normally seen Vuelta is against scheduled. So it's not really quite sure. Also depends a bit on how I do further on in the season. But yeah, most likely it will be Vuelta.
You get this opportunity at the Tour Down Under. Are there other races this year where you feel like you're going to get that opportunity from the team?
I'll have to see. At the moment, I mean, my schedule is, I've got some pretty big races where I'll be in a support role. But it's,
which ones?
I go to Strada and Tirreno after this. So yeah, races like that, I'll be in a support role. But that's actually why I like this team so much, is because I can do some races like here where I'm lucky enough to be a leader, and then actually at the other races I'm supporting some big guys.